Hello, welcome to another episode of The Witcher 2. The last episode, we saw that King Foltest was leading his men in the siege tower, and they were assaulting the La Valettes. And the assault actually lost its momentum, and they were held at the foot of a tower held by Aryan La Valette. And Foltest was deciding what to do next. So Geralt, who was actually protecting the king and fighting by his side, suggested that he will persuade Aryan La Valette to give himself up, or maybe he will have to kill Aryan. So actually this quest is rather interesting because there are two outcomes. One is that Geralt actually managed to persuade Aryan to give himself up, and thus saving Geralt from killing him and his men. The second outcome is probably that Geralt will be forced to kill Aryan La Valette and his men as well. And I believe the outcome of this quest actually decides the possibilities in another quest, which happens in the dungeons of the La Valette. So let's take a look at it to see how it goes, and I'll probably show you both outcomes in this video so that you know the options to choose when you're playing this game. Let's go!
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
Enough slaughter. Surrender and Foltest will treat you and your men with honor.
And what guarantee is there that he'll not cut us down to the last?
None.
Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
A king leads an army. You have but a few brave men in your honor. In a minute, you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men? The king sends a Witcher, and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose. Shame or a Witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
If you insist.
Halt! He's mine! Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
The king leads an army. You have but a few brave men and your honor. In a minute, you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men! The king sends a witcher, and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose shame or a witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
Don't be a fool. This is no game. Your men don't need to die. Surrender, and the king will show mercy.
My mother has seen enough of this king's mercy.
What'll you do? Throw yourself on my sword? Run?
He made mother a harlot, then denied her before all the realm.
True enough. But no massacre, no misguided heroism will change that. Drop your weapons.
Should anything happen to my mother, I shall find you and kill you.
Yep, and that's the option that I'd like to trigger so that I do not have to kill him.
Aryan La Valette laid down his sword. Well, well.
Have you spoken to him?
Briefly. Just before they took him off to the torture chamber. The hard luck of a traitor. Continue.